This is Suli, and you're listening to the first day of the rest of your life. Today's topic: begin with an open heart. Beginnings are never easy. You can tell yourself, this is what I'm going to do. However, many times, especially as we grow older, we're more likely to want to count and say it is too late to begin. Some would say, if I was only 20 years younger, or why did I not do this a long time ago? Why not make the time count instead of counting the time? One thing we can be assured of, we're not on earth forever. Yet we do not know when it will be your time to leave. So why not make much of the time instead of questioning how much we have left? There are two ways that we can begin to look at life: with optimism or with pessimism. We can be positive about our present condition, be happy for what we have achieved so far, and what we're still able to do. The little things like being able to sip on a cup of tea and feel the warmth of the cup in our hands, or to be able to feel the cool wind blowing in our face. I recently started following a group on social media. They're mostly females over 50 years and older, traveling solo. I love to travel, and in every story I can picture myself and that adventure. Women from all walks of life doing things they were either scared of doing by themselves or thought they could never have done. All because maybe they got divorced as a single parent, their children grew up and left home, or they became widowed. Now they have an empty nest and have to learn to fly solo. Then you have the negative commentators, the ones with the pessimistic mindset, the excuse makers, commenting how unhappy and depressing they would be if they had to travel alone, especially on long trips. Why not look at life in a different perspective? Like, how would it feel to make new friends? Or what we could learn by meeting new people and experiencing new cultures? We're over the hump, or maybe climbing up towards the hump. This is a new year, a good time to reflect and past experiences and put what we have learned into practice. I have heard it said many times, if I knew then what I know now, things would have been different. Things can still be different or even better, because now you're building on a stronger foundation. You have become an experienced builder. This is the time to begin with an open heart. Whether you want to join a gym, start a new business, commit to something or someone, make new friends, or it could be something as simple as learning to swim or riding a bicycle. All you have to do is make a plan and love that plan. Stay committed, be patient, and watch your passion grow. Start with an optimistic mindset. It is said that you can look at the glass as half empty, or you can see it as half full. Just learn to look at the bright side of things, no matter how it turns out. Up until recently, I was a woulda, shoulda, coulda, and what are people going to think? Only to realize how much of a burden and stress I was putting on myself by living in the past and worrying about people who didn't even care about me. Only to wake up the next day to find myself in the same spot and in the same position, stuck and emotionally drained. Suddenly, I thought, why not journal? Write down where I was in life, naming what I didn't like about where I was, and what I could do to change. And fortunately, like I mentioned before, change is not easy. Many days, I would repeat the same pessimistic behavior over and over again. Nevertheless, I would continue to write. I would write the things that I have done and liked, and the things that I was doing that were hindering me from achieving my goals. I made a plan, drew a roadmap, and set up an agenda, starting with the first thing I did as soon as I opened my eyes in the mornings. Of course, having to drive a distance back and forth to work and many times in heavy traffic was at times overwhelming and tiring. However, achievement comes with great work and much dedication. Even unwanted problems or preoccupations at times consumes the mind, wearing down the spirit. Still, there is no victory without a battle. As the songwriter wrote, sometimes I'm troubled, but not in despair. Struggling, I make my way through. Trials, they come to make me strong. I must endure. I must hold on. Yet still, I rise, never to give up. The Word of God in Romans chapter 8 and verse 28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Yes, we have not gotten here by chance. We're here for a reason. Some for a short time, and others for a longer time. Nevertheless, you won't leave until your purpose on this earth is completed, if it's the will of God. Go ahead and begin with an open heart. If you start today, you can still make a difference. If you don't, tomorrow you will find yourself in the same spot, in the same position, wondering why you never started. Remember, It is not how, it is He. He can do for you that which you cannot do for yourself. This is Suli. Until our next episode here on the first day of the rest of your life.